Alrighty, it's time to go home. I need to have a chat with my boss. Love them to death. Think they're wonderful people. But they need to tell me, hey, am I going to be their online salesperson? Or am I also going to be their salesperson on the floor? Because if I am, I need to be told that. Like I said, if somebody comes in and the other person's busy, I do greet the person. I ask them if they need anything. If they're looking for something in particular, I send them that way and everything. So I do. I'm not a jerk and ignore everybody, but it's like I know that for my 4 hours, I'm gonna be behind my desk. So today, I had I don't even know what brand they are, but I had it's basically my PJs on with a nice black shirt and then my high top shoes. And so I kind of felt bad because right as it was time for me to go, there were people coming in and the owner's like, hey, there's people coming in. Can you help them? And I'm like, oh, you want me to help them in my pajama? I don't know. I guess I also shouldn't dress like I'm in my pajamas. I've come to work before dressed better than that, but it was when it was still, I don't know. I guess now that it's open, I should stop because I've come to work dressed like this before, and I've come dressed, in jeans and a lot more dressier. And I'm doing this whole campaign for tomorrow for 4th of July. I mean, not 4th of July, Cinco de Mayo. So, I'm doing this sale online. So I had to set all that up, and then I had to go take some photos of some other merchandise. And then they had a call, and they really didn't need help selling. They needed help with, delivering and putting stuff away. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. If you do want me to be a salesperson, I will be a salesperson. You want me to build you that chair that needs to be assembled? I cannot do that. That's just not my forte. No. I can barely build Legos, let alone, get one of those power tools and screw the whole thing up. I can't. I just can't. So I was like, nope. And I was like, okay. Well, I told them, I'm like, I have to go. I'm leaving. And they told me 4-hour shift, so 2 p.m. And I put everything away. I bring my own Mac wireless tablet. You're right. I forget what the name of that is. And my own wireless mouse, because the ones that they have there have a bunch of wires, and it just doesn't look good. So yeah. So I did my job. I was there earlier than usual. I got the guy that they have this sales guy who I'm also supposed to keep an eye on because. Okay, I'm gonna spell the T. Give you the T. They've had this person for a long, long time, and they already know he does some shady things in that store. There's sometimes things that have gone, deliveries that have gone missing. I mean, if you order a whole dining room set go missing? That stuff like that has happened. When I started working for them, they bought a bunch of iPads for people to be able to pay on the iPad and everything. And I remember I told them, you need to be careful with these iPads because you can't just hand them to people and have them fill out the information. It has to be safe. So we bought these things that enclosed the iPads, and now when I came back, they were like, oh yeah, somebody stole 2 iPads. And I'm like, we only knew how to do it was unless the person has the same exact thing or knew how to unlock those things, you can't unlock those. It was just, I was like, what? I couldn't believe that somebody just, I don't know. But anyway, when I was in the wireless industry, somebody just came in and literally ran out with all the iPhones, and those things were like, they're not like, they were not like, they were, how do I say this? They were connected to something, but it was it was a more of a rubber thing, and with a hard pull, yes, you can rip it. But this thing was like metal encased, and the whole iPad was encased in this metal thing. And there was only one way, and that was with a key to open that encasing. So, I don't know. So they're, oh my goodness, this is crooked. Anyway, they know that he's up to something. They know that he might like be teaming up with other furniture stores, and they know all this stuff. And I'm like, well, if you guys have all this stuff against them, why don't you let him go? Let him go, let him go. I'll sing you the whole Frozen song if you want me to, so you can understand it, But they don't want to let him go because, they're just, I don't know, they're afraid. I don't know. I don't want to get into that whole part. But the wife is like, I would have fired him a long time ago, and then. So they basically want to really catch him red-handed. And then they bring me in and they're like, make sure you catch him. I'm like, what? I'm CIA now too? I'm FBI? Oh my goodness. So anyway, and then again today we were there, and I know they only have one salesperson. And now that they're officially open, people are actually coming out and going and getting furniture. I don't know if those stimulus checks are coming in, but I'm sure, tax checks are coming in. And I do have people come in and want to buy stuff. So if they think and then I know that the owners, they also can sell, but they don't speak the best English. So, the owner was like, oh, hey, Luis, there's some more people coming in. So that to me is him telling me, hey, go help them. But I'm like, I'm supposed to be your online person, online person. And then they had to call somebody else in because they're the delivery person. And I'm like, well, thank God, because you're asking me to assemble something, I am going to screw it up. So, I don't know. I try to help somebody, and it's like, oh my God. This guy that they have that they don't really trust, but yet they have him there. I'm glad that they have him there because he knows everything. He's worked there for years. This guy was like, interested in this bedroom set, and it said discontinued. So I'm like, well, it's discontinued, so I'm guessing you're getting the floor model. And then the guy shows up and he's like, oh no, we have 3 of these in stock. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know? I don't know what you guys have in stock right now. So that's why today I literally took photo. I took like 2 hours of taking photos with not my Ultra, because my Ultra photos are too high in megapixels. So I took it with my A20, Samsung Galaxy A20, and I was able to upload them to Walgreens, and I was able to print them. I printed 108 photos of just different merchandise. Tomorrow I'm going to go one by one with the owner, so I can get pricing, I can get size options, I can get all that, because I need to know, I also need to know, what if somebody buys something online and I have a picture of the bedroom set that it's a queen, yet they buy it online and they select twin, yet they don't sell the twin version, then we're screwed. So I need to figure out a way to get into the game. And if they want me to be a salesperson, then they need to tell me they want me to be a salesperson so I can dress like a salesperson. Because my job is to literally sit behind that computer and work the heck out of social media. And I did. I made a campaign. I did, frequently asked questions. I even have a phone number that is everywhere now, and I carry that phone number with me 24/7, and I answer calls and, do all that. And I run their OfferUp page as well, so I'm doing all I can to do everything I can. Anyway, long story short, I was like, I'm sorry, but I know that you guys are busy, but I'm like, you haven't asked me if I can do the full shift. I mean, on Sunday when you did ask me, I was like, okay, I guess I can do it for one day, but you didn't tell me it was permanent. So I was like, it's 2 p.m., I'm leaving. So, and then, it's not like, I didn't leave them hanging, or I didn't leave them with like a line of people outside. I would not do that. I would stay and help. But, it was... the other guy could totally handle everything, and besides, I start talking to somebody and then he goes and cuts me off. So it's like, really? Doesn't seem like he needs my help. Anyway, I'm close to home right now, but I just realized that my poor 4-month-old bearded dragons have not eaten crickets. They ate some salad yesterday, they ate some squash, they ate cucumber, they ate apple, but I know that they love their crickets, so I'm going to go to PetSmart real quick and get them their small crickets. And then I think with the crickets, I just add a little bit of calcium, and then the crickets turn white because I just shake the bag, and that way the bearded dragons get their calcium too. That's important. And I need to give them a bath. Not a bath, but just let them... Oh gosh. You see, there's the other phone. And it's like I have to have the other phone ready also because, hey, it's everywhere. It's everywhere on social media. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, it's... Hello? Oh, ya pasé la casa, mamá. Ahorita voy a PetSmart, pero al ratito te llevo. Okay, ciao. Okay, so my mother is still calling me at my old number, which is my work number now. I have messages. Hi again. Okay. Alrighty. The good thing is, not the good thing, but the nice thing about this is that, my boss purchased my phone, my old phone from me, the A20, and he's paying my bill now for that phone just so that I can keep it and use it as a work phone. And so it's it's basically his phone, but I still bring it home every day and answer questions and everything. So I'm literally on call 24/7. And anyway, I'm not complaining. I totally am not complaining. I just wish they would be a little bit more straightforward and into what they really want from me, so that I can plan for that. I can plan for that. And then, and I know, and they already told me that this guy, that my coworker, is like a big smack talker. So I know that he's probably going to be already telling him, this dude right here, he doesn't even help. All he does is sit behind the computer. All he does is do this. He doesn't even greet. And I'm like, he's probably going to be talking smack. And the owners actually have told me that, they've actually, he fills their head with a bunch of crap, basically, and they've fired people because of him, filling their head with smack. So if he fills their head with smack and they let me go, well, that's their loss, because nobody else is going to do what, well, I mean, I'm sure they can find somebody else, but nobody else is going to do that. And I mean, I'm being nice with them because they're being nice with me, and I'm not really what's the word that I'm looking for? I'm not getting paid what I should be getting paid. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So I'm here at PetSmart, and gotta get me those crickets. I actually signed up on Amazon to get crickets delivered every 2 weeks, but it's gonna take a while for them to arrive. So and I don't think they're gonna be alive, and those bearded dragons love them live crickets, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I am here at PetSmart. Time to go get me some live crickets. And every time I come here, I'm like, I'm just here for crickets, but then I end up buying something else with the bearded dragons. Goodness gracious, crazy. Alrighty, talk to y'all later. Bye.